what happened this morning is uncalled for.
Go ahead.
Actually, what happened this morning is actually uncalled for. You can see how the defendant, Nnamdi Kanu, decided to represent himself. He asked the lawyers with the legal team that we should stop, that he wants to speak. Because Nnamdi Kanu is feeling that Nigeria is not fair to him. He's just a human rights activist agitating for self-determination with reasons. And one expected the federal government to address all those reasons that gave rise to this agitation. Of course, you also discover that some other persons that are having this similar issue within Nnamdi Kanu. I'm talking about the offense of terrorism, Showore from the west, the president of Mieti Allah Kato from the north, Sondibo. Their own has been settled. Why is Nnamdi Kanu still in the detention? And the people are saying that it's because he's an Igbo. Buhari did it because he's the president. Now Tinubu has come from the west. And this is not good for this country in any way. So we feel that there is still a room for them to withdraw these charges and so that we have peace. Of course, you now discover that the Court of Appeal, non-Court of Appeal is sitting in the whole of Southeast. The judges, the federal judges in the Southeast, judges of National Industrial Court, Federal High Court, Court of Appeal, they are not sitting because of the threats given by some persons saying that there is no justice in this country. So you can see how what Nnamdi Kanu is saying. I tried, though as a lawyer, is uncalled for, but I try to see his feelings.
Now, we saw your client use so many unprintable names.
Yes, of course, which I did not consent to. Of course, because what we are, as a lawyer, we have our rules of ethics. And you discover that when we are trying to calm him down, he said that we should sit down and walk away, that we should not represent him again. So he decided, so he's not a lawyer. So, and I think the judge and the federal government understand, because many people have applied to the federal government. They are many other persons have applied, has begged the federal government, please use political means to resolve this particular matter, releasing Nnamdi Kanu so that we have a peace. So, and now the judge, on the issue of the judge recusing herself, there is a subsisting court order. That's what Nnamdi Kanu said. What one expected the judge to first of all set aside that order. I don't say you give the order, you have the right to set aside the order. And even that to set aside the order, you to have now give way for you to have jurisdiction into the matter. Thank you and God bless you.
So does it mean now you no longer represent him?
Except he called us and asked us to continue. From what is in the court now, he has, maybe because of today's proceedings, are you going to say, because I have a letter he gave me, and that letter has not been withdrawn. Officially. So if he wrote to me and asked me, I will withdraw.
Thank you.
It's my pleasure.
Your name or
Maxwell Opera is my name. A member of the
do you react to today's proceedings? We've seen that the case could not even go on as planned, and now she has adjourned the case sine die. What's the way forward?
Well, there's no way this case could have gone on anywhere, because in the first place, the court had lost jurisdiction to sit over this case since September last year. So we came here today on a limited appearance. We appeared under protest out of utmost respect for the judge and for the court, to listen to the court as to the reasons why we were invited before the same court that was recused in September last year. Nigerian public needs to understand the nature of a recusal. A recusal comes as a court order, and even non-lawyers are aware that once an order of court is made, the only way you can set it aside is to take it on appeal. Nobody appealed this order. The order is extant and subsisting, is still valid, and we were invited today to be informed about some memo from the chief judge that we don't even have a copy of the memo. So our submission on the record is that the court stands recused until that order is set aside.
Now, sir, the judge, Justice Bitan Yako, has adjourned this case, Senator. What is the implication for your client?
Well, Senator is a word of art for indefinite adjournment. So she had no business, the court, like I said before, even having the case before her today. So adjourning it, sine die or not, really, it doesn't apply. But remember that we had requested this adjournment sine die last year, but it wasn't granted.
So
but now,
next?
Well, it's up to the judiciary and the federal government. We are not the prosecutor, we are the defense. You throw the ball to us and we catch the ball. We cannot reinstitute the case. Let them do the right thing. Our client recused the judge and the judge consented to the recusal through a coroner. So we await the day that this case will be recalendared before a new judge to try it. We are not afraid of trial, but we are afraid of injustice.
And aren't you scared that it might come back to her again? What if it's brought back to her court?
Well, under the Constitution, it shall be resisted. It will be unconstitutional to have the same judge who stands recused to recalendar the same case and try it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Fellow Biafrans, Nigeria, they want war. Today, I am calling on all the stakeholders of Biafra, what they called the Eastern region. The then Eastern region. As long as you are part of the Eastern region, you are a Biafran. Nigerian government, they want war. They are stubborn. I told you, those men in power, those old, dirty, stinking idiots, men who pee on their pants in the night, they want trouble. They want trouble. When it comes to the case of a Biafran man, suddenly, things start to happen overnight. Listen to the words of Nnamdi Kanu in what he said happened to court today. I want you to listen to the pain, the anger, and frustration in his voice. Nigeria, they want war. Listen, and I'll come back. Listen.
Listen. If anybody is not happy with you, then you need to bother. No, I cannot. Because I have a customer. You have released yourself. I have a customer. Anybody who disagrees with this order of court goes to appeal court. That's what you tell me all the time. You have
Nnamdi Kanu is speaking directly to Justice Binta Nyako. He is speaking directly to the one they call Justice Binta Nyako. I can tell her hands are tied from what I am hearing. Her hands are tied. Nigeria has put her there to do a dirty job, but her hands are tied and she's confused. But Nigeria has put her there. The Fulani Caliphate, Tinubu has put her there to continue. If it was happening in the time of Buhari, it is now happening in the time of Tinubu. That tells you the Caliphate are behind it. Let's take it back and listen very, very well. I won't say anything anymore. Listen, please.
Listen. If anybody is not happy with you, then you need to bother. No, I cannot. Because I have a customer. I have a customer. You have released yourself. I have a customer. Anybody who disagrees with this order of court goes to appeal court. That's what you tell me all the time. You are from this official. You cannot preside over this case number again. Not in this life. You cannot. Not now. Not tomorrow. Not ever. And one of you cannot force this court to preside on my case. You cannot. Not today. Not till forever. You are recused and you stand recused. Tell the chief judge, Nnamdi Kanu said, to honor me. I recused him from my case. The state recused Justice Adama from my case. And the court insists Adama must hear my case. I never insisted. So why must you insist to hear my case? I don't want to hear my case. I don't need to hear my case. You are biased. You are biased. You cannot be my case. I don't want you to do the right thing. A chairman of the Board of Mental Prosecution is impropriety. Nowhere in the world such nonsense.
Listen.
You cannot be hobnobbing with lawyers, hobnobbing with justices, and you're proceeding a case. It's shameful. Absolutely shameful. Shameful. This is not of law. This is a shrine to injustice. And I will not subject myself to it. You stand.
This is how real men speak. This is who we are. It's in our DNA. We are lions. We are warriors. When we speak, the gods of the world, they listen. Let's continue. Oyendu, I love you.
I must say my case. You cannot buy me.
You can't.
liar. But this man is not making attention. There is an order of refusal, and it is not okay for blessing. There is an order of refusal. Is that not the rule of law? The law says if you disagree with this, a woman, you go and appeal. You are a grown man. Because of 300 million, you are behaving like a child. Go and appeal. Because of money. Because of money that pay you from ATM to offense. You are here standing and spoken evil. Because of money. A grown man like you. You say you have to behave like a man of honor. The rule of law says you go and appeal. His lordship did that you go and try my case. Not on this planet Earth. I'm telling you that now. So stop wasting your time. Look at I said,
Hey, Nigeria. Nigeria, my people, Nigeria. Hey! Hey! A zoo remain a zoo. Hey! This is what you want us to be in. You say you believe in one Nigeria. May God punish you and your so-called one Nigeria. Animals. Eh? Make shame, Katrina. You guys don't even have any element, no iota of shame left in you people. You are animals. You are worse than animals. That zoo, I swear to God, I will show that zoo no mercy, no sympathy for that zoo. Animals. Simple rule of law you don't follow. Yet you could find your way to Finland to speak to Finland to do the unthinkable. Finland, you should bury your head in shame. Finland should bury their head in shame. Lord have mercy. A shito country that does not respect the rule of law. They don't obey their law. They don't respect their law. Went to Finland to cajole a Finnish citizen, a black Finnish citizen, in the name of Simon Ekpa. And Finland, they succumbed to Nigeria. For what? Gas? Oil? What a shame. And you tell me that the white man is upright. Lord have mercy. Let's continue.
As indicated that we will not do the formal application. I am glad that the Lordship was extremely there for hearing the not where this is. They are not where I'm telling you with this Parliament conference. This is an court. An order of court says Justice Beta Yako is recused to an order of court. Order she made as an order. The same Chief Justice writing the stupid memo he's writing. I recused him. He was focused official. He sat on an appeal. I took him to the NJC. I recused him. Why did he not say I must sit on the case? Why in the case of his lordship is he insisting? He wants to embarrass her. He wants to embarrass the lordship by asking her to sit on this case. Is that what you're saying? Please, there's an order. Give it to him. He doesn't have it. Give him an order of court. It's an order of court. Give it to him. He doesn't have it. Give it. He doesn't have it. It's an order of court. I take your permission. It's an order of court. I don't take your permission.
A shameless country. Eh? No shame. May the worst happen to those that believe in Nigeria. May the worst of Nigeria happen to you, your children, your children's children's children. Animals. Eh? You guys, you still live in the Stone Age. A very backward and shameless people. Ah, God, I thank God. We have finally left that country called Nigeria. I thank God. To the Biafrans, we must do everything possible. All stones must be left unturned and all turns left stoned. We must do everything possible. We must do everything possible to make sure we implement Biafra. Yes, we have declared or redeclared it. We must do everything possible, humanly and spiritually possible, to implement Biafra. Because this Nigeria is worse than a zoo. Calling it a zoo is trying to, give it a kind of a colorful name. You are trying to brand it to something it's not. It is lesser than a zoo, a shithole. Trump was right when he tagged Nigeria as a shithole country. an Islamic country where they don't respect Western law nor Western education. They tell you Boko Haram, it means that the Western education is bad. That's who they are. They are animals. Animals. They are deaf, they are dumb, they are blind. May the worst of Nigeria happen to those that believe in that shithole called Nigeria. Animals! You bastards! A so-called SAN, senior advocate of that zoo called Nigeria, does not even know the law. He's been bribed, being forced like a small boy to come to the court and do nonsense. Let's just continue, my God, have mercy. Hey!
Let me tell the defendants that in every snap there's people wisdom. And wisdom is very important in this matter. It is not right for you to be insulting the teacher. And if you insult yourself, will insult you. And if you have no respect for yourself, will insult you. And because you are doing the law, when it comes to Nnamdi Kanu, you don't the law upside down. The law says one thing. If the law says this paper is white, when I go to God, they say it's black. When I say it's black, they say it's white. Is that law? And as you see, not because of Nigeria, that's law. It's the memo from Chief Judge. It's memo from Chief Judge sufficient to set aside and a court order. The answer is no. Why do you want to change the law in my own case? His Lordship Justice Linda Negostand recused in my case. Cannot tell me what else to get it.
Oyendo, my God. Oyendo.
So you can do your mathematics you always do. People without shame.
Oyendo, hey. Oyendo.
I come here before me for the benefit of Chibago because it seems she doesn't know the law. So I'm telling you, this is national judicial policy of this country. Please give them a copy each. National judicial policy of Nigeria. National judicial policy. I will tell you what it says.
Oyendo.
I'll tell you.
They don't know these things, Oyendo. They don't know.
Memo from the chief judge of the High Court. Judicial policy of Nigeria. 1C. I'm reading.
Hey.
In the performance of judicial functions, the judge is subject only to the law and must only consider the law. The rule of law in every common law jurisdiction in the world is that once an order of court is entered, the only way to sit aside is by going on appeal. That's the rule of law. But it's not advocate, you don't know. And we're going to see. A judge must not take or attempt to take orders or instructions of any kind from anyone, not the chief judge, from anybody that may influence his decisions in the performance of judicial function. It means that his lordship having entered an order of court, a decision between myself and her. The chief judge insists
Oyendo, hey, God have mercy, my people. My people, I told you guys that we can never get justice from the courts of Nigeria. There is no way Oyendo will have justice. In fact, going to court is a waste of his time. They've taken or wasted 5 years of the life of this special man, this amazing man. They have wasted at least 5 years of his life. That's what Nigeria does to you. When the zoo sees someone like me, all they want to do is put a bullet in my head and waste the expertise, the experience, the wisdom that I've gathered all these years. That is what Nigeria does. That is Nigeria for you. They've destroyed the best amongst us. That's Nigeria for you. This great man, that they should be adoring this man, following his ways, his footsteps, become upright as this man. And perhaps their zoo called Nigeria might start, living up to the expectations of the whole world. But no, they want to kill him. They want to lock him up, throw away the keys. They want to blackmail him. That is Nigeria for you, my people. That's what I'm saying. We the Biafrans, never again. I don't expect him to get justice in the zoo court. His Excellency Samanepa told us that's the only best approach to release Nnamdi Kanu will be through a prisoner exchange. When that time comes, now that they are holding the best of us, one day we shall hold one of the best of them as well. And then they will have to discuss the same way Israel and Palestine they are discussing, or Israel and Hamas are discussing, exchanging the prisoners. That is the way to go with that zoo called Nigeria, because Nigeria is a crime scene, a very shameless entity called Nigeria. What's so funny is the other tribe, they love it. They keep a blind eyes because somehow when you look at it, the law is, it favors the north and the so-called southwest. Not all the Yorubas, I'll be careful. But the Afonjas in the southwest, they love Nigeria because of the partnership they have with the north. They will tell you they have a partnership. People who claim to be very, very educated, they went for a Muslim ticket in that zoo called Nigeria, an Islamic country ruled by a Muslim president and a Muslim vice president. Welcome to Nigeria. That's the level that zoo has fallen. That's the level that zoo has fallen into. Fellow Biafrans, I want to speak to those in the local, the Biafrans in the local, and some in diaspora. Those of you that they are using against our people. Look at Nnamdi Kanu, see what he's going through. Don't allow Nigeria to use you against your people. Don't be used. I don't care how much they promise to pay you. You should know the money is coming from the blood of the Biafrans. You should know the money they are giving you is coming from the resource from the land of Biafra. Do not betray your movement. Do not betray your people. Do not betray your leaders. Those in the local working with the state governors from the southeast against Simon Ekpa, against Nnamdi Kanu, against Biafra. You guys should turn your evil ways, because you are helping the caliphate to destroy the land of Biafra. Turn around, change from your evil ways. You cannot believe in Nigeria. Look at what they are doing to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Look at it. He has spoken to the power, but Nigeria don't care. Those that claim to be senior advocate of Nigeria, when it comes to the case of the Biafran, they start to act nonchalant. They start to act naive. They act as if they don't know what is going on in that so-called Nigeria. Suddenly, they don't know the rules anymore. Welcome to the Nigeria. That is Nigeria for you. For those that believe in Nigeria, I pray to God and man, may the worst of Nigeria happen to you all. You, your family, your children, your children's children, and their children's children. You guys, you are evil. You support evil. You are evil. All I know is this thing, we have crossed the line. The Rubicon has been crossed. No more going back. You can hold Nnamdi Kanu, but you cannot hold the soul. You cannot hold his message. His gospel of Biafra has been preached, and people like us, we have received that gospel. We shall keep on fighting for Biafra. We must liberate the people of God. The people of Biafra must be liberated. Fellow Biafrans, you must rise and fight for your freedom. God bless you, and God bless Biafra. Thank you.
Must be restored, for there is nothing the enemies can do about it. You brought Biafra that light may come into Africa. You gave us hope because we are in a continent of hopelessness, and by thy grace Biafra shall be restored. We shall be resurrected. We shall crown our efforts with the glory by the grace of the Most High Himself. We are not strong. We do not pretend to be strong. All we do is to submit ourselves to your will, that your will may be done upon our lives. We have lost many people. We have lost so many good people. Their sacrifice will never be forgotten. We shall honor them and for their sake, Biafra will come. Because we are wandering all over the world, hoping against every hope that things will turn around for the better. It has never turned around for the better. Instead, it is getting worse. Please do not abandon your children. You have given us a commission, and we must accomplish it in our lifetime. Our enemies are equally important because they must listen. Those who do not love the truth must listen. Those who are beholden to darkness, they must also listen. For we are here to bring light upon a very darkened continent without Biafra. Africa is nothing without Biafra. There is no difference between a black man and a wild animal in the forest. We say every shred with every ounce of conviction. I welcome each and every one of you. If you're joining us for the very first time, this is Radio Biafra. This is how we do it. We magnify the name of the Most High before we do anything. That is why we are exceptionally formidable. That is why